You know what's wild? We're living in the most productive era in human history. Technology has made us 300% more efficient than workers in the 1970s. Corporate profits are at all-time highs, and yet, somehow, you're still living paycheck to paycheck. Here's the thing nobody tells you. This isn't an accident. You're not bad with money, you're not lazy, you didn't make poor choices. You're trapped in a system that was specifically designed to keep you running on a hamster wheel until you're too old to run anymore. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how the salary trap works, why it's nearly impossible to escape using conventional wisdom, and the uncomfortable truths about employment that will fundamentally change how you see your job, the illusion of security. Let's start with the biggest lie you've ever been sold: job security. Your parents told you to get a good job with benefits. Go to college, get a degree, work for a stable company, and you'll be set for life. But here's what they didn't know, because the game changed while they weren't looking. The average company listed on the S&P 500 in 1965 stayed there for 33 years. Today, less than 15 years. The company you're betting your entire financial future on has a shelf life shorter than a car loan. But here's the deeper trap. Your salary isn't designed to make you wealthy. It's designed to keep you functional. Let me explain what I mean. Your employer has calculated, down to the dollar, the minimum amount they need to pay you to keep you showing up. Not to make you thrive, not to help you build wealth, just enough to keep you from leaving. They've done market research, looked at competitor wages, and landed on a number that keeps you hovering in what I call the anxiety zone.
You make enough that you're scared to leave, but not enough to ever feel truly secure. You can pay your bills, mostly. You can save a little, sometimes. You can handle an emergency, if it's small. This isn't a bug in the system. This is the system working exactly as designed.
The math that doesn't math. Now let's talk about why the traditional financial advice is essentially gaslighting. Just save 10% of your income. Cut out that daily coffee. Live below your means. Okay, let's do the math with real numbers, not the fantasy numbers in personal finance books. The median salary in America is about $60,000. After taxes, you're taking home around $45,000. That's $3,150 a month. Now, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is $1,700. Already you're at 45% of your income gone before you've eaten a single meal. Add in a car payment, insurance, gas, utilities, groceries, and basic necessities, and you're looking at maybe $400, $600 left over each month if you're lucky, and live like a monk. The financial gurus tell you to save that. Great. At $500 a month, it'll take you 40 years to save $240,000, not accounting for inflation. Meanwhile, the average American will need about $1.5 million to retire comfortably. But wait, it gets better. Because while you're saving that $500, inflation is eating about 3 to 4% of your purchasing power every year. And that salary increase you got, that 3% raise, that's not a raise. That's your employer allowing your compensation to barely keep pace with inflation, and you're supposed to be grateful. The hidden wealth extraction. Here's something they definitely don't teach you in school. Your salary is just the beginning of how the system extracts wealth from you. Every single year, the value of your labor increases because you get better at your job, but your compensation increases at a fraction of that rate. Where does that difference go? Straight to shareholders and executives. CEO pay has increased 1,460% since 1978. Worker pay, 18%. You're literally creating more value every year and getting a smaller piece of the pie. This is wealth extraction, and it's completely legal. But here's the part that really keeps you trapped. Taxes. You pay taxes on your income before you even see it. It's called withholding, and it's brilliant if you're the government. You never feel the full weight of what you're paying because you never held it in your hands. Meanwhile, wealthy people don't have salaries. They have assets. Jeff Bezos' salary at Amazon was $81,000. But he's worth billions because of his Amazon stock. And here's the kicker. He doesn't pay taxes on that wealth until he sells it. Even then, it's taxed at a lower rate than your salary. You're playing a completely different game than wealthy people. But society tells you you're all playing the same game, and you're just not trying hard enough. The tax code has 2,600 pages. About 2,500 of those pages are dedicated to ways that business owners and investors can reduce their taxes. You know how many pages are dedicated to helping salary earners? Basically none. The standard deduction. That's it. The retirement illusion. Let's talk about the biggest scam of all, the 401k. In the 1980s, corporations realized they could save billions by eliminating pension plans and replacing them with 401ks. They sold this to workers as giving you control of your retirement. What they actually did was transfer all the risk from the corporation to you. With a pension, the company guaranteed you a specific income for life after retirement. They bore the risk of market downturns, bad investments, and people living longer than expected. With a 401k, all of that risk is now yours. The market crashes right before you retire? Too bad. You made poor investment choices because you're not a financial expert? Should have tried harder. You live to 95 and run out of money? Hope you like cat food. And here's what really gets me. They act like they're doing you a favor by matching your contributions. You put in 6%, they put in 3%. Wow. Meanwhile, they used to fund your entire pension, and now they're contributing half of what you're contributing and calling it a benefit. Plus, that 401k is taxed when you withdraw it. So you're paying taxes on money you earned 40 years ago at whatever the tax rate is when you're 70. You're betting that tax rates will be lower in the future. How's that bet looking these days? The actual escape routes. So what do you actually do about this? First, understand this. You cannot save your way to wealth on a salary. It's mathematically impossible for most people. Saving is important for emergencies, but it's not a wealth-building strategy. The actual escape routes are: 1. Own assets that appreciate. Real estate, businesses, intellectual property, even well-chosen investments. The wealthy get wealthy by owning things that go up in value while they sleep. Your salary only goes up when you're working. 2. Create multiple income streams. Your job is one stream. It shouldn't be your only stream. Start a side business. Create something. Build something. Even if it only makes $500 a month, that's $500 that isn't dependent on your employer's goodwill. 3. Understand tax strategy. The tax code is written for business owners, so become a business owner, even if it's just a side hustle. Suddenly, your car might be a business expense. Your home office, your phone, your internet. Same expenses, different tax treatment. 4. Invest in equity, not just savings. I'm not talking about stock picking. I'm talking about understanding that you need ownership of things that produce value. Whether that's index funds, rental properties, or a business, you need to own productive assets. Look, I'm not saying quit your job tomorrow. Bills are real. But I am saying stop treating your salary like it's the solution. It's not. It's the trap. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as intended. And the only way out is to stop playing by the rules that were designed to keep you in place. Understand the game, then play a different one.